Central City is one of the integral parts of the city because it was at the forefront of civil rights. Because they had Dryad Street was one of the streets, and it was one of the shopping streets mainly for black people. And so it made it very important.
The merchants that were on Dryad Street, it was Dryad Street then, being able to go and, you know, go to the drugstore and have sit at the counter and have the hot dogs and Coke floats. And I actually used to remember, enjoy sitting on the steps across the street from the old 6th District. It was a wooden building.
Basically growing up and seeing how over the years how Dryad has changed into a regional council Haley, from all of the stores and the businesses being there, walking down the street as if it was a miniature canal. Now to see where a lot of businesses were, they're no longer there. Such as this building here. I don't recall this building per se, but I know Majestic Funeral Home has been there forever.
Right.
And that's one of the landmarks that's on Dryad, our Regional Council Hill.
The building where our is used to be the Venus Garden supermarket, where you would get fresh everything, from fresh meat to fresh produce. Yeah, so, well, it went the way of urban renewal, you know, and the whole changing of this corridors, the commercial corridors.
But the businesses closed because they became lack of first-class goods. Things were changing across America. Across North America, people were blacks were getting more money, and they were into bigger businesses of their own in the North, and they came down, many of them, to try to start these businesses in New Orleans. Billy Williams tried to start a business, a fine men's store, and it didn't work so well because they become competitive with the white businesses that was on Dryad Street. And blacks were, for the first time, trying to get into stores and run businesses themselves. Many of them ran mom and pop stores all over the city, and they educated their kids with that money.
We weren't rich. My mother and my father struggled, but we always had what we needed. It made me be able to deal with Katrina a little easier because of being able to make do with what we had.
City is a place for me. There ain't no place like this place, nowhere near this place. This is the place. I know I belong here. I can live anywhere in the city. I make enough money to live. I'm not bragging. I make enough money, me and my family, to live anywhere in the city I want. But I would be like a fish out of water.
Today I see a desolate, impoverished neighborhood, you know, but in my new walk of faith with the Lord, you understand, I'm beginning to see that once again the Lord was in control then, He's in control now, and what I don't see is what I do see in the future for this neighborhood.
The Main Street Association is funded by the National Trust for Historic Preservation, and it's something that they started in the 1970s. Their first initial goal was just to try to save the old buildings in old commercial districts and downtowns all over the United States. And then they started to realize that the best way to do this was through economic revitalization. Instead of just trying to get a couple of properties, to hire a manager and concentrate on the whole street. The idea is that if you can get this commercial strip happening again with businesses, this can be an anchor for the entire community. Other people will want to live close to where you can shop.
Well, the city needs to pay a little bit more attention to us here. By that I mean roads, garbage pickup, a little bit more control.
More control? Nobody can save us from us but us. But I always hear people talk about what they gonna do. What the white community. This city is like a gumbo to me. It's diverse. What a gumbo made up of, and when I'm not talking about no filet gumbo, I'm talking about real stuff. We made up of so many cultures, especially Central City.
I'm encouraged, and I do see progress being made with regards to the return of Central City.
I think the drive has to be brought back into us as a people to just want to do better, to want more. And I think if we want more, then we'll strive for more. And I think there need to be mentors who are willing to share that and not be afraid to, to deal with the children and speak out to the families, and for more merchants to come in the area so that you don't have to pay the money that you're paying to the corner stores. You're paying 3 or 4 times more than you would pay if we had a large supermarket.
The location of Central City. This is a valuable piece of real estate, and what makes it so valuable is that it buds right up to the CBD, that is the Central Business District. And you come right out of the Central Business District into the boulevard here. So this is a very valuable piece of real estate here.
It doesn't look right, but I'm not a quitter. I still have faith that we can do something about it to make it be what it used to be.
I would like to see the same things that you find in the other community. I would like to see, you have grocery stores. I would like to see some parks, some decent parks where the kids are able to go to the park, swim, community center, things of that nature.
I need to be with somewhere where I can work and be part of the solution.
I think we need more businesses. We need more for-profit businesses.
For-profit.
For-profit. We have too many nonprofits, and we need the healthy examples of people earning a living.
They're doing a good job rebuilding the city, to get the tourists back, but now we need to start going after big companies to come here and tell them it's safe, and that kind of goes back to levees. If the levees aren't considered safe, then nobody gonna want to come put their factory here.
But jobs is another thing, meaningful jobs. I don't mean corner store minimum wage jobs, I mean meaningful opportunities for employment.
I think if we take one thing, one project, complete that project, make it work, then increase, because what's going to happen if somebody sees, if the neighborhood sees we have something working, the pride is going to come back.
Right. Any last remarks? Anything else that you would love to say?
Well, if anyone who watched this and you can help Central City, please do. Look at yourself and say to yourself, what can I do to help the younger generation, reach the level that I'm at or above. So that's what I would encourage anyone who's able to do that.